When it is done, King Norman repays the favor and grants Tornico a license to open a shop in Endor. Like, oh wow, here's your work permits, man. Like the city approves of you being able to build a shop.
It takes a lot to be able to build a shop there. You got to save the kingdom from war.
Yeah, dude. He proved himself, though.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what all those other shopkeepers did.
Probably just various other wars or potential wars.
So many wars stopped by these shopkeepers.
So they're essentially war heroes. Every single innkeeper, shopkeeper, anything else, they're all war heroes.
Secretly,
they're all part of the effort.
They all start the war just to get their shop in the first place.
Sounds like our military in the first place, right there.
It's like a conspiracy theory.
Oh no!
Dun dun.
But after the king puts in a request, right? Asking for like 6 suits of armor and 6 sets of swords because for some goddamn reason, the castle, I remember this, the castle does not have any fucking equipment in it. So the king asks you to sell it to them so that they have it. Why in the flying fuck would you not leave the castle to the town that is next to you and go buy it from them?
The funny part is that you can buy the armor in the town.
Yeah, that's what you do. You buy the armor and the swords in the town, and then you sell it back to them.
The idea is
funds to do it.
That you grind with like the creatures so they drop the stuff, but you can just go buy it.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Yeah, I found that bizarre that they couldn't leave the actual kingdom just to go buy it from the merchants in the town. Like, we don't sell to you people. Like you're the kingdom that's keeping us safe, but
we're above this.
It took so much for him to get the shop permit in the first place. And then they give him like this menial task.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
But he ends up completing that, and then you have to get like a ridiculous amount of gold as well.
Yeah,
to
that's true.
End up completing the tunnel to get to the other side.
But when you
end
fill
up
the
having
order,
to pay the workers.
You fill the order from the king, and he gives you a ton of money, which I didn't spend on that.
Oh no, you want to do a small little gameplay defer right here as we're going in this story? There's a very big trick to this.
Yeah, so
Explain
when you're
it, Dylan.
at the first, when you're actually selling for another shop owner, like you wait until these guys come in and sell you cutlery, I think. Cutlery sword?
I believe I didn't quite do this technique, so you explain yours.
So anyway, you get this special sword, which is actually really helpful throughout the rest of the chapter. So once they bring that in and you buy it off of them, you just say no to everybody else so that the one sword stays in the inventory for the shopkeeper. So then you go and you grind out money, or you can just keep working there and saying no to people until you get enough to buy the sword. And then you buy the sword. It stays in the inventory, so you can buy it like multiple times.
Right.
So the idea is that you grind gold or gil, I guess. And
No, it's golden.
Is it gold?
Quest, yeah,
It's gold.
It's
Okay.
Gil and Final Fantasy.
I get that mixed up.
The lesser series.
No, it's not lesser.
So anyway, the point is that you're trying to get a large amount of these swords from that shopkeeper. And you go buy those and you bring them back to the town where your shop is. And you can sell everything for double. So the idea is that you...
Isn't it 1.5?
It could be 1.5.
Yeah.
Either way, you get more
Yes.
in that town. So what you do is you go and buy all these swords. And then you sell them. And then
Yeah.
you sleep. And then you go collect your money. And then you go buy more swords. And you can keep doing that until you get tons of gold. Which you can use in like casino coins. Which also has pretty awesome stuff. Or you can, I think...
What I did was I figured out that as you go from chapter to chapter, you do not retain gil. The gold.
No,
Jesus
the
Christ.
gold goes away.
The gold completely goes away. So as you are grinding for all of this stuff, you end up spending all the gold on equipment on the shops. So I made sure that with all the money I had, I bought 99 of each weapon and armor that was there.
Yeah.
All those items stay into the bag. So when you go meet up later with Tornico again in chapter 5, you literally just have it all in the bag and you go straight to the shops and sell it all.
Yeah, so the idea is that you get max of everything that you can possibly buy, and it carries over. And then you can sell that and have tons of money later in the game, which you can use to buy like a lot better
Whatever you
equipment.
need at the beginning of each town, just buy max like that. Don't even have to worry and just keep progressing through.
So gold isn't a problem if you utilize that in the game.
Yeah.
Wish I had known about
It's a
that.
pretty big trick.
It's
Wish I
helpful.
had thought about that because it seems pretty obvious, honestly.
Yeah, I actually screwed it up, and I had to restart the chapter.
How did you screw it
It's
up?
broken.
I sold the sword, the
Oh,
expensive
yeah.
sword.
For me, I
Ah.
never did the stuff in
Yeah.
the selling myself to get the sword.
Mhm.
I just did the basic equipment from the shops.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get that $60,000 sword or whatever.
That sword makes the chapter so much easier, though.
Yeah, you probably beat me about an hour in gold
You
grinding.
one-shot everything.
Yeah.
Basically.
Nice.
So it's easy to grind levels, and it's easy to get stuff that the monsters drop.
So yeah, once you end up finishing the tunnel, you go through it, and then it ends the end of chapter 3.
Yep.
So.
Oh, hi there. I hope you enjoyed this clip from Puff Puff Hour, a Dragon Quest podcast. If you happen to like what you see, you should subscribe. We have full podcast episodes detailing the main series of Dragon Quest 1 through 11. Oh yeah, and if you like the content, you should check out our other shows from All Out Geekdom Entertainment. We have Nude Clan and Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Or, Dragon Quest.